Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to another round of Ranked Play with Matthremar on episode 20. And I figured, you know what? I've got a Phoenix with teleport on it, and I just got another teleport stone. Let's double the fun. So we're going to do a fun build. This one has kept me in the 250 to 300 range. So not the best build I've ever had, but boy was it ever fun. We're going to show you some really neat videos here. First, however, if you would please like and subscribe, that would be tremendous. Also, if you want notifications whenever I drop new videos, hit that notification bell. And if you have comments, please feel free to leave them below. Also, if you've got a really fun build you'd like for me to try, please submit that and I'll have a look at it. See if it's something that intrigues me. So this is what we are working with today. I had a bazillion Molten Armor shards because I have been requesting those for ages. A few weeks ago I had a corner build that was working very well, and then obviously they changed things from time to time and it didn't work so hot anymore. But I went ahead and spent about half the shards that I had upgrading 2 more Molten Armors, and I've just been throwing whatever protections I had on them. Then we've got this little Emberfiend tucked away up there, and we've got 2 Phoenix units with teleport and protection 4. So that's what we've been working with. We also have the Sword of the Phoenix, which is rank 3 with the second ascension. We have a 4% max health per tick, and it lasts 116% longer. I could have upgraded that even further, actually, now that I think about it. So we've got the resistance down to 77.5, and burn instantly deals 0.8%. So there's that. We've also got the Arcane Reconstruction Hammer, and that has 27% bonus health and 0.8% chance to stun when a construct is reconstructed. Plus, we also have a 40% chance to reconstruct with 62.5% health. And we finally got that last shard that I needed to get to rank 3 on my spear. So we've ascended that. So now every 4 seconds instead of every 5. And I'm running low on the red fragments, so I'm not splurging on those just yet. So on impact, we have a 14% attack speed bonus and 5.5% chance to call a meteor. Again, I'm trying to save my fragments. They're a little precious right now, so I'm not just burning through rerolls. Anyway, that's what we are working with, just so that everybody's aware. And this is the result. We had a blast. So here, you'll notice that all of my Molten Armors, they draw a lot of attention right up at the front, and they last forever, and they respawn over and over and over again. Now look, I finally catch something with a meteor. This wasn't my first battle, but finally caught something with a meteor, and it didn't even kill it. So didn't get off to too good of a start with that one. This one was really interesting because this guy's got similar artifacts with the sword and the spear, but he's only got 1 fire unit. So unless he's running a bunch of ignite stones, I just don't know what the benefit of that is when you've only got the 1 fire unit. But we start bouncing all those RDs around, and you'll notice that whenever something gets hit with fire, it's basically a death sentence. Now the RDs, they keep getting health from whenever one of their buddies dies, so they get to stick around for a little while longer until they get hit with the fire again, and then poof, they're gone. So that one was pretty fun. Okay, so Meteor, these were the first couple of videos that I had with Meteor strikes. So boom, there we go. Finally caught a Meteor strike, and it almost kills stuff. But then the Phoenix units pop back up, and they just work on it. They've got all the time in the world. There's no rush. The Meteor pretty well set the stage, and they're just cleaning things up. So it's just really fun. You're going to see some really neat battles coming right up. We've got some where it just disintegrates almost the entire army with 1 shot from the Phoenix. So yeah, that little Emberfiend that could. I was going for a while there. It's got a built-in fire resistance, so you don't normally get a one-shot on anything with that. Let's see. Yeah, so this one was interesting because of the draining spirits. Now, in the community stream this morning, they mentioned that they're going to be buffing the draining spirit by giving it additional damage. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out in the next era. So yeah, this one's looking great. Moving along, but then we kind of run into some complications with these draining spirits. They're tagged onto me, and there's not much I can do. And then we've got this gigantic devourer just sitting right there. So yeah, there's only so much I could do in that one. But they're going to be buffing those draining spirits, so watch out. You're going to be seeing them everywhere. So, okay, this one. Okay, here comes a poof. Just watch. 3, 2, 1. Poof. Goodbye, corner build. And there it goes. That one little tower left, but I've got all the time in the world at this point. Not really in any hurry. Oh, and there it goes. Now it's just a matter of cleaning things up. The shrooms I thought were going to cause me a problem, but it's ended up not being that big of a deal. I do run into some problems with some shrooms later, though. But it's just so fun. You have these two Phoenix units that pop over to the other side in the big middle of whatever's going on, and they usually catch some of the most important units. Now you'll notice that I am still floating kind of in that 250 zone. Oh, poof. That whole corner just disappears. The Valkyrie, the Crystal Spire, half of the units that were there, and there we go now. I tagged the Stormcaller. It's toast. So yeah, these Phoenix units are just so fantastic. And they're doing a huge buff on those too. Let me see if I can look up the what they're doing to the Phoenix units. I think yeah, here we go. So, Powerstones, buffs and nerfs. There we go. Phoenix. So, the Phoenix, the base health increased from 500 to 600, and that's going to increase per level. So, health per level increased from 60% to 75. So, it's going to have a lot more tankiness to it. And the attack range is increased from 5 to 8. So you're going to be hitting from a lot further away. And the attack cone increased from 7 to 10. So the Phoenix is getting a huge buff. So let's see. Stretch. Oh, this one was good. Poof. Stormcaller, toast. Now, we're going to respawn, and then poof. Cannoneer and Mind Corruptor, toast. So yeah, they flip one of my Molten Armors and my Phoenix, but I basically took out the entire core of his build just with that one Phoenix down there at the bottom. And so many people put their most important units right there. So either you'll notice that my Phoenix units, they spawn at the perfect spot in between nuking a corner build or facing the other way and nuking a Stormcaller or a Mind Corruptor. You don't want them all the way to the back because they do a lot more damage when they're just about, what would that be, about a quarter of the way up into the battlefield. Okay, so this is where the shrooms come in that I was telling you about. Phoenix units pop to the other side. We clear out those Arcane Archers and the Crystal Spires. Everybody loves to put their most critical units, especially those Frenzy units, in the center on the top and bottom, or you'll have corner builds on the top and bottom. So putting the Phoenix right in between those two things, you just can clear it out most of the time with just one shot. And then here we go. Now I'm running into all of those shrooms, and it takes me out. So kind of the same problem that I always ran into with my Titan builds. It's so powerful until you run into a shroom, and then all of your power gets turned against you. So, this one. This one was interesting because I thought, I'm so excited. I tagged that Mind Corruptor and everything else. and nothing happens. I'm like, what the heck? So I think he's got resist conditions on both the Cannoneer and the Mind Corruptor and possibly even the Emberfiend, even though it's got some natural resistance. And then the Druid keeps removing the burn. But I hit everything, and it still keeps trucking. So I think the resist conditions is what wins the battle for him here. If he didn't have that on those units, I obviously would have cleared him out so fast, but I'm toast now. So yeah, resist conditions is a big deal. Let's see, Panda. Oh yeah, this one was frustrating. So poof, I'm like, oh yeah. And then, wait, hold up. Nothing dies. He's got the toe heal popping and healing everything. Not to mention he's got the Arcane Reconstruction Hammer, which if something did die, it'll just come right back. So here I am trying to get stuff, and it's just not enough. So Arcane Reconstruction Hammer and the toe, that was where I got denied on that one. So let's see. Oh, this one was kind of funny. So the earth elementals have built-in immunity to fire, but with the Sword of the Phoenix, they can catch the burn, but they don't burn as fast because they'll still have a high level of resistance. But then you see them pop, and you got all my Molten Armors that are kind of hitting their kind of personal frenzy, and it turns into a little dance party. So I thought that was kind of funny. I thought I'd share that one with you. Yeah, I mean, obviously, again, just the same notes about the top and bottom placement. Everybody just loves to put their most important units right there. All right. This one. Okay. It's kind of hard to follow what's going on here because anytime you throw in a bunch of hounds and arcane blades and have any kind of tanky unit with a knockback, it just turns into this fireworks display of exploding units all over the place. But watch this. That one little hound keeps getting healed by the druid over and over and over again. And I think, oh, I've totally got this. One little hound? Well, yeah. Denied. One warhound. Are you kidding me? Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, we got a teleport to the back with some Plague Bearers and a Draining Spirit. But my Phoenix one-shotted almost his entire corner build. So now I just gotta wait to burn through those walls, and it's game over. In fact, this one takes a while, so let's just skip ahead. So yeah, just gotta burn through the walls and get the rest of those. I think they've got block. Probably block 2. So, okay. Okay. This one was also very fun. My Phoenix on the bottom just gets nuked. But it's okay. I'll be back. And poof. Goodbye, everything. Stormcaller's toast. Cannoneer's toast. Vast majority of the archers and hammer throwers all gone. And it's just matter cleanup at this point. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through the rest of that. But yeah, I love using these Phoenix units. They're just so fun, especially with that teleport power stone. Wow. And they're buffing these things. Okay, poof. I take out the back end. I was hoping that it would aim towards the Stormcaller, but now when it pops back, that's the only direction to shoot. And poof. There goes everything else. So all it takes is one hit. Now you notice this drummer has resist conditions because there's no way that it stays alive for this long without it. There we go. Maybe it has resist conditions. I don't know. They have a lot of health. Okay. Oh, this one was good. So this is the build that you saw from Krim a long time ago. I think he and his clan were the ones that came up with this, and oh boy, was it ever frustrating for Titan builds. So poof, there goes half of his stuff. And then the hammer keeps popping this crystal spire over and over and over again. But it's cool. I've got all day. Don't mind me. I'll just wait here till my phoenixes pop again. But yeah, and again, I'm not trying to bag on anybody. Obviously, it could be totally different with RNG. The next time I rolled against these guys, they could totally take me out instead. And vice versa for the ones I lost on. There's a lot of randomness to this game. Okay, this one is really good. They get better as we go. I tried to rank them in terms of interest for me. Okay, my Phoenix got cooked up at the top, so it was toast, but it comes back and poof! Look at that. The whole army. Ouch. Just disintegrated. Now, it looks like I'm in a lot of trouble, but the mind control does wear off, and my Molten Armors can take a beating, so they'll just stick around forever till it wears off, and then it's all just clean up from there. But yeah, that's just... You kind of think maybe that is a little overpowered to have a unit that's going to get a major buff that can keep coming back over and over and over again. All right. Okay, I don't know the name of this because I don't read that. I think that's Korean. But poof! Tag every single thing except for that Molten Armor in that corner. He does get a Arcane Reconstruction Hammer proc, but all it takes is one more hit and boom, it's gone. Didn't even need the second gust of flame. It would have been toast from that first hit. Yeah, so now just wait until we get the Molten Armor down and... Oh, okay, lots of procs, but I don't think he stands a chance with everything I've left, so... Alright, and this will be the last one. We'll end on this one. This one was just so good. Whoosh! Everything except for the drummer and the crystal spire and that Molten Armor, or sorry, earth elemental. But isn't that just delicious? Oh, so much fun. Now obviously you look at my win rate, 39%. It fluctuated between 39 and 60, but it seemed to camp somewhere in that 250 to 300 range for the unit levels that I had. And again, I had like a level 7 Molten Armor in there, and I didn't even have one Powerstone on my Emberfiend, and yeah, this is just a fun build trying to utilize those Powerstones before the end of the era. So thank you for watching. Hope that you enjoyed that. Again, please do like and subscribe. And if you guys have any suggestions for builds that you'd like for me to try, I'll see if I can give them a shot. So thanks for watching, and we'll have more content for you soon.